Everybody keeps on saying you don't treat me right. You don't treat me right. Well, everybody keeps on saying you don't treat me right. You don't treat me right. Ain't it so? Oh, ain't it so?
Starlight, star bright, shine down on me. Bring back my baby back home to me.
In the year 1961, the ABC took a poll, a popularity poll, as to who was the most requested artist to appear on 6 o'clock rock. At the time, Johnny O'Keefe was at his zenith, and he was comparing the show. And believe it or not, although Johnny polled hundreds of votes, there was one person that polled more votes than Johnny O'Keefe. As far as recordings were concerned, he made some of the biggest hits that were ever made in this country. A true legend of rock and roll. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Lonnie Lee, right here.
Thank you. That was from 1959. There's another one from about 1959. 1, 2, 3, go! Starlight, star bright, shine down on me. Bring back my baby back home to me. First star I see in the heavens tonight. Bring back Thank you. Thank you. Well, I'd like to acknowledge the fact that Johnny O'Keefe helped me a lot and helped all of us here a lot. And I guess he helped you all too, because that's why you're here to celebrate, if that's the word, the fact that Johnny O'Keefe was around. Boy, was he around. Gave us all great times, good songs, and enabled many of us, in fact, just about everybody up here tonight on stage, 30 years later, when he, 25 years later in some cases, when he outreached his hand, more or less, and said, okay, I'll give you a little bit of a hand, we can thank him. Thank you, John. Here's a song that I recorded 1960. What? Thank you. I was very lucky enough to have a lot of records played on the radio, and that's pretty much all it was. Lucky, because everybody else, just about everybody else out here tonight, had some great records as well, and most of them had big hits. And here's one that is still a favorite of mine. I end most of my shows with it. In 5 words, I'd like to ask you to sing with me. 5 words. Yeah, yeah, yes, indeed I do. Yeah, yeah, yes, indeed I do.
before, about 2 weeks ago, we had the great privilege to play with the cream of Australian music in the Long Way to the Top tour. And it was good to see a few of them on stage. Billy, who's just a giant really when it comes to Australian music. But I saw the pig up there. But we've got a real special thing for you tonight. This is one of the pioneers of rockabilly in Australia, and this is the original rockabilly, not the retro rockabilly. It is my great pleasure to introduce to you right now the father of rockabilly in Australia, Lonnie Lee.
Oh, thank you. It's great to share the stage here with such a wonderful talent. Well, you may go to college, you may go to school, you may have a big Cadillac, but don't you be nobody's fool. Come back, baby, come. Come back, baby, come. Come back, baby, I won't let you. Well, listen what I tell you, baby, what I'm talking about. Come on back to me, little ghost, so we can play some. Come back, baby, come back, baby, I won't let you. Well, this is one, baby, I want you to know. Come on back and let's play this out so we can make it like we did before. Come back, baby, come back, baby, come back, baby, I want to play house. Baby, I want you to know. Come on back and let's play this out so we can like it like we did before. Come back, baby, come back, baby, come back, baby, I want to play. Well, this is one, baby, I want you to spend. Come on back and let's play this out so we can like it like we did before. Come back, baby, come back, baby, come back, baby, I want to play house with you. Whoa, baby, 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 come back, baby, I want to play house with you.
That is the real thing. Thank you, Lonnie. It was just an absolute pleasure. Anytime you need a backing band, just give us a yell.
If there's one thing I would truly love to see, Saturday night the Trocadero, watching Lonnie Lee.
Little guys.
Brilliant.
Fantastic. No bloody flash or anything. Just.
No, it's digital.
It's digital.
Oh,
But
it's like this.
Oh, like crap.
Yeah.
You know all that
Exactly.
stuff. Like.
What is this one? Is this?
This is just me. This is just my.
Our little camera.
Oh, this is a movie thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There you go. It is a little.
Here's your last chance.
Little guys. Go the little guy. White or purple and white.
Yeah.
And I remember this. Oh, wow, what a great act. And boots on.
Yeah, that'll be
That'd be
yeah,
nice.
I was the only one that only put one that had the boots on. Yeah.
But they were white or
Yeah.
pale coloured, like
Yeah.
blue or.
Yeah, they were white and the back of them was black at the back.
Yeah.
The white at the front.
I just thought, what an outfit. What a good looking outfit.
Well, I had this lovely pants, these red satin pants, because you had to get them made. You couldn't buy that stuff.
No.
So I got these pants made, and I wore them on the stadium once, and then I went about a week later. It could have been that. Yes, it could have been too. I went to about a week later. I went to Newcastle and did a show at the stadium in Newcastle, and to get there. The dressing room was here, and you had to go right through the audience, literally through the middle of the audience to get to the stage. It was isolated by itself. So they had 4 big guys, 2 here and 2 here, and put me in the middle, and boom, I'm in the middle, and took me right through all the audience, and there's shitloads of people, screaming, and I'm trying to grab hold of me, get on the stage, and do my thing. And then when it's over, they said, okay, we'll get you back. So I come along, I get in the middle again, take me back. Halfway through, I start to feel cold at the back here. I think, what is my leg round here? Of course, it was hard because these big guys, football guys, are pushing me through. And I let in, and I could feel skin. Oh shit, what's happened? And what had happened? The fans had put their hands in the back pockets. I'd kept going, and the bloody pants just ripped them off, ripped my bloody knickers off, ripped my pants off. And
so when someone went over that night with your pants.
Years later, I'm in Newcastle, and someone said, would you sign an autograph, please? So I opened the autograph book, and there's this tiny little piece of my pants. I said, where'd you get that? They said, oh, there were people selling it.
Good Lord.
Pedal to the metal, wheels running free, pulling in the highway underneath of me. Got an urgent payload, know we gotta go, starting off on empty, but we hope to overflow.